Hey guys, it's the Hauntdermotts. We're at Lowe's in Morris Plains, New Jersey, and we're gonna go and check out what kind of Halloween stuff they have inside. Alright guys, here we have these carvable pumpkins. There's all different kinds. Look at that white one. There's some black ones in there. There's some long, narrow ones and some round ones. I like the options they have here as far as carvable pumpkins go. So over here we have all sorts of different colors and miniature hanging skeletons. And down here we have the more normal size hanging skeletons. And let's check it out. I believe the eyes light up. Yep, check that out. And here we have even more miniature tiny skeletons here. Guys, here we have the bag of bones, and you got different parts. You got the arms, you got the legs, you got the skull, the vertebrae right there. Check out this skeleton right here. He's just lounging in this chair right here. And then we have that awesome textured skull right there. And I like this graveyard moss skeleton right there. I love the details on that. Look at him. And guys, check out these tombstones. Look at this one. Madame Claire Voyant, 1889 to 1937. And check out this one right here with that skull in the middle. This one right here. Here rests Wathel R. Bender. He rode to glory on a fender. Peaceful rest. And over here we have rest in peace. Cousin Hewitt, we all know you didn't do it. Over here we have these giant spiders. Look at these 30-inch, 50-inch, and 90-inch spiders. And here's the spider webs right here. Alright guys, let's check out these jack-o'-lanterns here. That one looks decrepit. And listen to him singing as his eyes light up. Here's another light up pumpkin, and let's see him. Look at that. I love the way the light flickers inside there. I don't know how well you could see it, but there's lights spinning around in there that make it look like it's flickering. Here's another one that lights up on the inside. Yeah, I like that. I like the way that light flickers on this one too. I really like the effect. You could see the insides as that light flickers, and I love the effect of it. Here we have some pop-up pumpkins. I love the insides of his mouth. Look at that. You got the guts hanging from the top of his teeth to the bottom of his teeth. I love that. And look at those green eyes. Listen to the sound effects. Check out this one. This one's another light up one. Look at that. Look at the way the light flickers on the inside of him. I really like the shape of this one. Look at him. He's got one more narrow up top. A long gourd right there. Here's another one, kind of like a similar shaped gourd, but look at the lighting on the inside. I love the way that that light looks on the inside. It's kind of like a darkness in there with the light flickering. It looks like a flare of light on the inside. I really like that. Here's another one of those. This one has a different look to them. There is a variety of these kinds of pumpkins, or jack-o'-lanterns, I should say. And I like the variants of those. Here we have the more traditional jack-o'-lanterns. Look at that. This one is a stack. It's each got, again, different faces. So there's a variety on each one of these three pumpkin heads. There's a normal gourd. But again, we have different looks to them. Look at that. Look at that long one. And then you have this shorter, rounded one. That one looks a little more creepy. Look at that. That looks sinister. Look at the different looks on these jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah, I really like these guys. Traditional jack-o'-lantern faces, all kinds of varieties. Ooh, check out this pumpkin right here. Look at the texture on that. This one is a snakeskin pumpkin. I like that. It's dark, and if you could see the texture of the snakeskin on it, I like that look. Here is a black and white pumpkin, and it's got a large skeleton hand on it. Look at that golden skeleton hand wrapped around that gourd. And here we have some tabletops. Look at this guy right here. I like the way his eyes light up and his mouth moves. That's pretty cool. Here's a haunted seance spell book. Let's see what it does. I'm going to press the button here. Ooh, I love that glowing green eye. And if you look closely, I don't know how well you could see it. Let's try it again. Look at the veins in that eye. I love the details on that. This one is a lady skull picture. And her eyes light up. Look at that. And here's a gentleman skull picture. His eyes light up. That's pretty cool. Here's a gold snake skin skull. And again, I love that snake skin texture. Look at that. Alright, here is a crow on a skull on a book. The eyes light up. Check out that book underneath. But look at that. Oh man. He actually moves. He doesn't just... The eyes don't just light up. He's actually moving. Look at that. And right here is a crawling tuxedo hand. Look at it moving. Look at the knuckles. Look at the detail on the knuckles. And then, of course, there you have the tuxedo shirt at the top of the wrist. Guys, down here we have some blow molds. Look at that. There's Snoopy right there. There's some, like, Disney characters. Check those out. Guys, check out all these inflatables. Look at them up there. All sorts of Disney characters. And there's a witch. There's Scooby-Doo. Look at that, a candy corn. Look, it's Pennywise. Then it's the Bride of Frankenstein. And then a giant pumpkin. And look at these guys up there. There's a giant skull on top of a spider. There's a ghost. There's Snoopy laying on top of his doghouse. It says, Happy Halloween. There you have a jack-o'-lantern Mickey. And then there you go with one of the minions. All right, check these out. Look at this Mickey right here. Let's see if he...
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his lab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise...
All right, guys, here we have characters from the Corpse Bride. There's Victor, there's Emily. Let's check them out.
With this hand, I will lift your soul.
And let's see what she does. I love the way her eye opens up and that little worm crawls out. Look at that. Here we have some characters from the Haunted Mansion. Check them out. Let's see what this one does. Oh, I love the way that pops up. Looks like a zombie right there. I love the way his eyes glow. Listen to the sound effects in his hands, those creepy fingers of his. I love that. It's a pop-up tombstone. Let's check that out one more time, guys. I love that. Awesome. I love the way she pops up, guys. I love her movement with her head popping up and then she nods at the end. There's some creepy looking cracked face dolls. They're creepy. Yeah, those are creepy, guys. Look at those creepy eyes. You know, this skull stack is really cool. I love that candle at the top, but I really like the way that it changes colors. Red, green, purple. I love that. What a cool effect. This girl's looking creepy. She again also has that cracked face. She's looking around. I can't hear if she's talking, but look at her. Look at that motion. She's pretty creepy, guys. Check out these tombstones, guys. Look at the way the eyes light up. says, enter if you dare. I really like that tombstone. Check out this one. It says rest in pieces, and then you got the pile of bones at the bottom. Let's see if those eyes light up. Yeah, look at that. They light up purple when you press that button. Sheena's pressing that button right now. I love that purple glow in their eyes. That is so cool. All right, guys, this is a 10-foot bone skeleton. Look at him. He is gargantuan, guys. Look at that. Look at that. He's gargantuan. Look at him. All the details from head to toe. Look at that. Let's check out this ghost here. Oh, pretty cool. Look at the motion and how he glows. He's dancing, guys. This is a party skeleton. Oh, he lights up. Look at the different colors. That's pretty cool. Now he's dancing too, but look at the way he lights up. I love that. His ribs, they're like lighting up to the beat of the music. Look at that. Look at him shaking his hips. That's pretty funny. His eyes are different colors the way they light up. One's purple, the other's orange. Listen to that music playing as he's dancing to the beat. Check out this DJ.
Enjoy your own music.
Oh, he's bopping to the music. His eyes are lighting up. And check out his... Look at that.
To DJ Webbs, and he will
DJ Webbs. I love the lighting on him. Look at the way he's nodding to the music. He's pretty cool.
Out on the soulful sounds rising out of your haunted house.
All right, guys, here's the 10-foot animated scarecrow. Oh, look at him. And look at the raven on his shoulder. His eyes are lighting up. But look at him. He's swaying side to side. Not very fast, but he's got some motion to him. I love the way that he lights up. All right, guys, here's the 12-foot immortal night walker. Let's check him out. Oh, I love that his mouth is moving. And listen to him, guys. Look at the blood coming out of his mouth. His voice is creepy. Oh, wow. He is gargantuan, guys. 12 feet. He's my favorite from here this year. I love that. That is so awesome. All right, guys, just wanted to show you the cool Halloween stuff they had here at Lowe's. All right, guys, let's see them one more time. We're going to check them out. He is so cool. I love the way his mouth moves. Look at those hands, those black fingernails. Look at that lantern. I love this guy. All right, guys, happy haunts. See you on the next video. And subscribe to our channel.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.